Hello friends. It is 9 o'clock, well 9:01. Took me a minute to get out here. We are on the front steps of the manor, and I'm gonna kind of sit out here for a few minutes with Nova at my side. Got the house behind us. You can see at least a little bit of light in there from the hallway, and the front porch lights are on. So I'm gonna kind of hang out here for a couple minutes, wait for a few people to pop on if they're gonna pop on, and we will go from there. Sit and kind of stare at the thing until names pop up. Ooh, there's one. We got a single person popping on watching. Who is that? Who goes there? It says comments will appear here. Go ahead and comment. Name yourself. Or can I find out how you name it? Let me see. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I got 2 viewers. Still doesn't tell me who you are, but we got somebody there. So the way I'm going to run this is, like I said, probably about once every hour, pop on for about 10, 15 minutes or so, something like that. I'm going to take requests. I have a headlamp. Hey, there we go. I see a name I recognize. And so I have a headlamp, and I will take requests on where you would like for me to go. I give you fair warning. The house is built very densely, and so I do not know how the reception is going to go in there. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this is going to be the fun of it. If you guys would like for me to go anywhere in the house, just tell me where. Right now, I'm sitting out on the front steps, and I'll take any feedback that I got. I hear somebody walking through the leaves. Nova does too. Maybe someone's coming up to scare me. Ha! I see Trish. I see Tasha. Angie. Maybe it's just something blowing in the leaves. But yeah. Anybody want to give me a place to go? It's dark in there. There's a single light in there. I'm gonna start walking in. I will flip the video around so you can see what I see. And I'm gonna start you with a white light. Is that? No, there's the white light. Good. So, front porch, rocking chair, dog, more front porch. There we go. Of course, Trish says the basement. All right, so we'll go down to the basement. So, Trish, as far as it goes, there are 3 basements in here, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, for those of you planning on coming to scare me, I went ahead and locked the door. As you can see, just in case you're wondering, this is where I'm going to be sleeping tonight if I sleep. I've got my little furnace. I've got the dog bed. I've got my sleeping pad, backpack, guitar. Got some caffeine. You can see the monster in the coffee. Nova, that is my bed. That is not your bed. Don't get too comfortable, dog. All right. It's not a ghost. It's Nova. All right. So let's see how the reception goes in here. We're going to go down. So this is one of the always on lights in the hallway. Things hardwired in there, and I would have to, I think, cut the wires or figure a way out. So we'll go into the first part of the basement. So heading over into the hallway here. Bathroom. All right, so underneath the main staircase, so here's the big staircase that goes upstairs in the front part of the home. And behind the staircase here is a door that I think automatically locks. And that's why it's duct taped to hold it open. The door wants to hold. Nova, you want to go down there? Oh, let's see what we got. Let's see how good the reception is. It might cut out. Like I said, fair warning. Big, dense house. All right. Hallway. Hallway. All right, Nova is all set. Another door that goes in. All right, so empty room, one of the many windows. All right, another more hallway. I think actually, if I remember correctly, yep, there's that room here. We're gonna go over here. So water heater, I know, super scary water heater. Power area, as you can tell by all the tin surrounding it. You excited, Nova? There is a lock that was clipped and broken. I don't know by whom, but I guess we'll figure that out when the time comes. And then this actually, if you see around in here, this is what was called the coffin room. And granted, they kept a lot of other things in here too. There's a mirror, at least one that was broken. You got some lines, you got some spider webs. You got a window that I think that's the window that the fox keeps coming in and other creatures and eating other small animals while they're in here. Here's multiple other windows. Yeah, I say Florida doesn't have a whole lot of basements, do they? Or else they would get flooded. Okay, so this is one half of the basement. This is, well, the first half of the front part of the basement. And let me go over this way. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. It says I've got 2 bars down here, which is always good. All right, so here is one of the pressing rooms. So this is actually where they used to press all the linens and some wash basins and stuff for rinsing some stuff out. There we go, some more basement. They attempted to make the basement a little bit nicer. And so in the process, they put in these ceiling tiles down here, and it just makes for a really low ceiling. I mean, like, I can easily touch that. It's like 7 or 8 feet. Nova has disappeared. Nova, you down here? I hear you sniffing. Got to be there somewhere. All right, so here is the basement in front of the front part of the house. And this is the area that I hadn't really realized was here. Yeah, I know, super creepy, right? And so the front part of the house, I hadn't realized, has a ton of extra, like, space. So a door that goes into a room, I'm not sure where. I haven't figured that one out yet. Here's another room. This is water heater. Looks like a lot of glass and mirrors and stuff. All right, so we're going to go through here. There's an old washing machine, which is cool. This room looks like this is where they had a lot of the extra lumber and such, and there's some extra ceiling tiles. It used to actually be a clay tile roof, and so we have a bunch of extra clay tiles down here. Hey, some extra toilets if anybody needs a toilet. It looks like I got a bunch of them. Heck, I might need them here in a second. Paige, you're the one choosing to watch this. All right, here is another creepy room with lots of spider webs that I don't know what it's for. Still got about a bar or 2 in here. Yep, and a blind corner for no good reason. So, well, let's go around and let's see if there's anything on the opposite side of this wall. Nope, nothing on the side of this wall. All right. So, still going. There's that way I came. And there's more rooms over here. So, I keep coming forward. You see this big red thing right here? You can kind of see my finger. That is a huge display cabinet. So if anybody needs a massive display cabinet, I got one down here. Bunch of extra ceiling tiles. Hey, look, a couple of bathtubs. If anybody needs a clawfoot bathtub, you know, hey, looks like cast iron, so it's probably pretty good. Hi, Nova. You found me. Well, hello there. Oh, we got another one. That washing machine I was talking about. Good. I'm glad this is making your Halloween. Oh yeah, hey, look. In the deepest part of the basement is a stack of children's plates, or at least miniature plates. Those are probably tea plates and stuff and coffee cups. So, well, there's no coffee cups down here because they've all been broken. But lots of little plates. So maybe they sent the children down here to wash the plates when they were not good, because this would scare the crap out of me. Okay, let's walk back towards the other side. So this is the front part of the front basement. Remember, I have 3 basements, and we're coming up on 11 minutes in. Nova has disappeared again. There's the elevator. Elevator's rated for freight only, so we can't send any people on it. Hi, Nova. What are you doing over there? Sniffing the stairs? You better not poop or pee down here. All right. So here's the washing room. So this is our line of presses, and so if you need your ironing boards, here's your ironing boards. Here's some leftover clothing. There's some windows that go out back. There's a massive dry master that I think is actually still hooked into the natural gas. And then here, I think, is one of the wash machines. Yep, there's a wash master. So I don't know if they're still functional, but I guess, hey, when the time comes, we might figure that one out. Trisha did not bring any salt. I think some people might say that I'm salty enough. All right, so let's go back in here. We got some more rooms. We have a non-specific room. Oh, there's that doorway that I was wondering where it went to. Some old paint cans, some boards, some chemicals, some ceiling tiles, a shovel. It looks like maybe a bucket of salt and Trish, so maybe we're good. All right, let's keep going this way. Let's see what else we got. All right, we got another room. This one looks like this is where they repaired the headboards of beds. And there's a chair for when you're in trouble. It's going to make you sit down there and face the corner. Another window that's been blocked up. Okay, we got a room. This is a bigger room. I'm not sure about this one. Lots of spider webs. It's a long room. There, see, random breaker box that I don't know what it does. It's going to be I think a theme in here. Nova has found some things back here. What have you found, Nova? We've got some boxes and some crates and some other things. Oh, some brand new ceiling tiles. So, hey, we're going to get some ceiling tiles. We got an old desk back here with some jars with some brains in it. So we're cool. We're set on that. Some people might say I might need to reach in that box and grab some brains. Let's see here. Doorway that goes out the back, and I believe that is where the water guy comes in. We'll see. Oh, we got another room over here. Let's see what's in this room. Yes. So this is one of my favorite rooms. This is the boiler room. And as you can see, we have, count them, 1, 2, 3 boilers. And Nova is very excited to be down here. I think she senses that there's been a fox down here at one time. So we shall see. Some more windows in the back. We got our 3 boilers. I believe only 2 of the boilers work. As you can see, they've been scavenging this one for parts. So I bet you that's how they've been fixing the other boilers. Here's one of the small work areas where they used to work on the boilers. Hey, hot water heater. It's always good to see. And then we have another random window and a room with just, children's chairs and stuff like that. So that's always creepy. I tell you, Ashley, when the time comes that I can have people spend the night, I'll be more than happy to allow you. Hey, there's a staircase that goes upstairs. I know where that one goes. But let's make sure we don't have any more rooms. I don't think we have any more rooms. Oh, nope. Did we already go in that one? I think we already went in this one. This one's the one right next to the elevator. Yep. And Nova is already up the stairs. I hear her going on the stairs. All right. So we have 9:14, and is Nova upstairs? Nova? You up there, kiddo? I hear the pitter-patter of feet. I hope that it's Nova. All right. Hey, there's a Nova hiding around the corner. You okay, Nova? All right, we're going to close that door. We're going to walk back in here. We have our long hallway, and this is the front part of the house. This is the part of the house that we were just under. So, front part of the house is actually the first part of the house that was built. I'm going to go over here. Nova, you want to check out this side real quick? We have a main little kind of sitting room that is in between the dining room and the front part of the house. We have some small areas that were for employees because, hey, when you have employees, you got to keep them happy. We have another nice, big, beautiful staircase. We have some front rooms. We've got some more box springs that I need to get rid of. June, I haven't seen any ghosts yet. I haven't heard anything yet, but, I'm keeping my eyes open and my ears perked for anything that could pop up. It definitely was Nova. She came when I called her. All right, good. So this is the first floor. It is now 9:16. I know there's a fair number of people watching. If you guys would like for me to continue, I can go somewhere else. Anybody interested in somewhere else in the building? I can go upstairs. I can go to the back part of the house. I can go to the second basement. There are 3 basements, like I said. If I don't have anybody chime in, then I might end this live, and I might pop on again around 9:30 or 10 o'clock, depending on what you guys want to do. Again, multiple cases for anybody who has stuff to display. Unfortunately, I think they've had some vandalism in here, so some of the glass has been broken. There we go. We got some yeses and some waves. We have what I consider to be one of the tea rooms. Nice, beautiful tin ceiling with an old light. You have your fireplace with mantle. Got another tin ceiling. You can see some of the paint peeling off of that, but still a nice old light in there. You got another matching mantle that taps into that chimney. All right, so people want to see more of the building. So if that's the case, then let's head upstairs. No, but you want to go upstairs? Or do you want to get a drink of water? No, you're not going back outside. We're going upstairs. Come on. Oh, I cut out there for a minute. Let's go upstairs. All right. So, I got a little bit of a signal. All right, so this is the front part of the second story. Front part of the second story has some small, what I would call kind of apartments towards the front. The temperature outside right now is still in the 60s. Inside this building, I would peg it kind of in the 60s. It doesn't feel too bad. I've been walking around a good bit, so I'm nice and warm. Nova's nice and warm. Here's one of what I would call the apartments. Again, you have your mantle, fireplace. Don't know if the fireplaces work or not, but we will find out when the time comes. You have a room and a closet. You've got a bathroom, small window, fairly small room, but like I said, it's a small apartment. There are 3 floors in here. So the second floor and the first floor are continuous front to back. And the third floor there's a third floor in the back, there's a third floor in the front, but they are not connected. Here's another one of the areas. I wouldn't call this necessarily an apartment. This is more of a sitting room. It just has some windows and a nice fireplace, but certainly a beautiful area. We have another, basically what I would call a sitting room. Again, fireplace. Oh, goodness, that looks relatively new. Yeah, that glass has been recently broken, so somebody's been up here deciding that they don't like my glass. It is what it is. All right. And then back here, probably one of my favorite rooms, and I think a lot of people say that this is the, definitely plan on keeping the mantles. This is the library, and so we have some bookshelves in the library. We have, of course, a fireplace and a mantle in the library. We have some nice big windows for light. We've got an old bookcase that was just kind of thrown in, and then a piano, of course, that was left. But definitely plan on, as this kind of moves forward and we keep doing more with this space, I want to keep this a library. And we definitely want to make this a big, beautiful, and I would say floor-to-ceiling library with one of those cool ladders that goes in. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And if John is watching, or he eventually will, he is very handy with making things out of wood, and I'm probably going to enlist him and his students. Here is, of course, the salon. This is the parlor. There's still 2 sinks and a single barber chair. So certainly lots of availability there. And hey guys, kind of half see me. All right, they made a false wall in here to make a separate area behind. Ooh, there you go. You got an old Singer sewing machine. You got an old couch. If anybody sees anything that they want in here, let me know. And certainly we can help you guys out, and we can hook you guys up with some old furniture if you guys want any old furniture. If you guys are interested. All right. So we're still going through. I still got pretty good signal. We're now on the second floor in the front. So let's go ahead and go through here. As you can see, they made a firewall here just to kind of separate these floors. Eventually we'll get rid of that. This is what had been a storage room. And you can see a lot of extra stuff left over that we still need to get rid of. But Tasha, there's those old TVs, but I don't know how many of them would actually work for what you guys need, because they're pretty big. They're 19 inches or bigger. Boxes, crap. Hey, we're just trying to get rid of anything that we don't need, because whatever we don't have taken by somebody else, we have to toss in the trash, and we pay by the pound when it comes to the trash. So that's why we're trying to get rid of it. Let's see here. Oh, getting a little bit of fresh air through this window. Might have to do something about that, but oh well. Storage area. We have this over here. Oh, there we go. This is one of, I really like these areas. These areas are basically little sitting areas that look like they used to be exterior to the building, because you can see all the exterior brick that's in here. But then they put in a window and they completely encapsulated it, and they made like this beautiful sitting area. And as you can tell, as I'm coming up in here, hopefully you guys still can see, something was demolished in here, and I don't know if it was the fox that came in and did that. I'm kind of keeping my eye out the window in case a fox decides to come in here. But yeah, some kind of animal killed another animal in here, and hopefully it was tasty. Come on, Nova. All right, we have our staircase that goes upstairs to the 3rd floor. I'll go up there next. Nova, we're staying on this floor. Good. We have our rooms, single little rooms. We got our bathroom. I got more small rooms, and that is the thing that, if you'll notice, a lot of these are just single rooms that don't have their own bathroom. Much of this was set up dormitory style, so everybody had their room and we all had a central bathroom. All right, so got a little bit of water damage in there, so certainly I think that's before they replaced the roof. You can tell that some people were in here, and there were some renovations that were done. They tried to put up some fake wood wall in here. There's our fire escape. There's Nova. Hey, check it out. Anybody need a hospital bed? That is an old school hospital bed. I believe it elevates not only the head, but also the legs. So anybody needs to have that, let me know. I don't know if it works, but hey, you can always come over and try it out. Let's go check out the other side of the floor. And then what we can do is we can head up to the 3rd floor if anybody is interested in going up to the 3rd floor. The playroom with toys is up on the 3rd floor, and it's actually, there's one room, I think, up above where I'm at currently, and there's also one in the back, too. So here is this. I'm going to kind of make this a little bit more fun. I do have a couple lights on. I'm going to just turn those lights off. I'm just going to make this a little bit creepier, because I like that idea. Just have the headlamp. All right, so again, the library. So we're back towards the middle of the house. And then again, stairwell, and then, hey, the emergency light works. I should probably unplug that. Here's another one of those little sitting areas. And these little sitting areas are pretty cool. Again, you can tell you have some exterior windows, but you have the exterior brick, but it was completely enclosed. And they made sort of a sitting area with a nice big window to get a lot of air, or a lot of air, a lot of sunlight. Again, more small rooms, furniture and stuff I need to get rid of. Some of the furniture is pretty cheap. There's some bathrooms, again, central bathrooms. Oh, definitely going to show the attic and the roof. That might be closer to 11 o'clock or midnight. I don't know if I should let Nova up there. We'll see. The night tour of the kitchen isn't much to see. It's just a big empty space, Tasha. But if you want to see the mixer, we can always do that. There's an old painting. I don't know if it's actually a painting, but hey. Hi, Nova. And we got more rooms back this way. And again, we got some sitting chairs. We got some old lamps. Good. You got another area. And I think at one time, they tried to make one of these into an apartment. Let me squeeze through here. And when they made this into an apartment, they actually cut out one of the rooms to make bathrooms. And they made a bathroom in here. And so there is a full-size bathroom up here. No Nova on the roof, I know. We're definitely not doing that. Oh, that is a perfect placement. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Ah, there's a closet. Nova, come on. All right. So, let's go ahead and head back up here. Now let's take the staircase. All right, so staircase, like I said, emergency light is working, so this is a lot less creepy when you have the lights on. But we're going to go up here anyways. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unplug the light. There we go. Because we need a certain creep factor, right? All right, let's get upstairs. All right, so this is the third floor to the front of the house. On my right is the attic space, which I will not be letting Nova any higher than the attic space. And a lot of just individual rooms. There was some effort and time at one point to try and renovate it, so they did put a drop ceiling in here. Bathroom, hey, anybody want a wood tank for your toilet? We have some old storage up here. We have some, let's see, what is this? Independent Order of the Odd Fellows. You have a grand encampment. Friendship, love, and truth. There's some good historical things in here. We're definitely going to keep a hold of those. We will be making a bit of a room in here dedicated to all the history of the Odd Fellows and the history especially here, because I want to retain as much of that as possible. Some old paintings and pictures. A well, it looks like. So, there's a whole bunch of gavels. If anybody needs a gavel, let me know. I've got a handful of gavels. Let's see. We have another room, and again, these are the king's chairs, so you can see how tall they are compared to Nova. And a bunch of chairs. You got some old books in here as well. We've definitely come across some old Bibles. So this is probably the toy room that a lot of people remember. So you have a bunch of small chairs for kids. The walls are painted a nice kind of lavender, I would say. You got an old piano that's been beat up over the years. I don't know how well it plays. Yeah, awesome. All right, let's go towards the middle of the house, because we've seen a lot of these rooms and a lot of what's stored in them. Nova. All right, got another bedroom. We're coming up, again, like I said, that is the door to the attic space. I'm going to go up into this little area. This was a wash area, and you can see actually the sinks in here. And then for some reason, this was boarded off. So you can see this area right here has been boarded off, and this area right here has been boarded off. Both of those are showers. And the train set, actually, I think somebody has already contacted me about the train set, and I believe they asked if I would ever want it back. And definitely whenever the time comes, I will definitely be considering getting the train set back. Here's that elevator again. Like I said, it is for freight only, no people. It says per state inspector, because there probably needs to be some upgrades to make it capable of having human traffic, if you will. Well, we're not human trafficking here. I'm just making that clear for you guys. Here's a storage room. And this room needs a little bit of TLC, as you can tell. There's definitely some water damage in here. Trying to make sure I illuminate stuff the best that I can. Good. Well, Aaron needs to like my Oddfellow group and go onto the Oddfellow page, and he can watch the live feed from there. Lots of stored stuff up here, broken plaster, beds, furniture, chairs, rockers, all sorts of things in here, closets, a dog sniffing, furniture that's breaking apart. All right. Hey, huge coffee maker. Anybody need a cup of coffee? I doubt there's any in there, but I have some downstairs. right, let's go over here. So we're going to save this room for last, for up here anyways. We have ourselves another toilet. Fantastic looking toilet, not even attached. We have another staircase. That's the other side of the front of the house. We have another storage room that needs a little bit of TLC. You got some more paintings and pictures in here. You've got some historical stuff. Actually, I think, yeah, is that, there's Ridgely Monument. That is actually a famous monument for the Oddfellows, I believe. And I think that's down in Baltimore, if I remember correctly. But I might be wrong. I haven't learned all of the history of that yet. There's a lot I need to do. There's some spears in here. There's some other things. Cool. All right, so we've got some old rooms. Like I said, we've got some box springs that are solid steel box springs. Anyone needs one of those. We've got some old furniture, some old cabinets and cupboards and such. Another room. Very cool, very cool. All right, we're heading back here. Lots of extra stuff. Again, more steel box springs, some old furniture, headboards. Some more furniture in rooms. Good. Oh, this is the frame room. I've been framed. Yeah, well, no, sorry. Silly humor. But yeah, lots of extra frames, so we can frame a lot of cool things. This is a storage room. There is a ton of books, some old Bibles in here that have certainly been water damaged. Can't do much with them. But also a lot of the records of dues paid to the Oddfellows for a very long time. And really don't think the Oddfellows need those anymore because honestly they're still here. And a lot of them are also water damaged too. So we shall see. All right, let's head back up because there is a very fun big room here on the third floor in the front of the house. So that way everybody knows. And here it is right here. This is actually what I would probably call the amphitheater. As you can hear by my voice, it is a large room, very well taken care of. It's got cabinets and such. You got a big room. You got a piano, and this one's closer to in tune. You've got a big stage, so you could actually bring kids up here and sing to the residents or play some music. It's not huge, but it's big enough. Big enough. Let's check the piano. Let's see how the piano's doing. Close enough. Close enough. What do you think, Nova? You like it up there? Here's a little side room. Hey, somebody had a beer and a Starbucks. Nova's already checking out the other side. You have a door that goes out to what once was kind of a lookout sort of, not necessarily a porch or a patio or anything, but just kind of a balcony of sorts. But they did go ahead and put a roof over that because I think it might have leaked a little bit onto the floors below. That might be something we look at down the road for a future project. Here's another side room. And this is where some of the furniture for up here is. Good. Good. Again, nice big ceilings. These are all tin. And this room was very well cared for. Lots of good work maintaining this room. So this room is not going to require a ton of work. Heck, even the floor is a relatively new floating floor. It's probably those laminate planks. All right, so there's a dead bird in the other room. Well, yeah, I'm sure there is. There's a couple dead birds in multiple of these rooms. Let's go ahead. Let's come back through here again, and then let's find that staircase up to the attic. I'm not going to go out on top, just to make sure that I don't scare Nova too much. But let's go ahead and pop this open. And we're not going to turn the light on in the attic, and it's going to be super creepy. All right, so technically, if you will, this would be the fourth floor. This is above the third floor. This is the attic space. Nova's already checking it out up here. Nice big open area. It's huge. Like, you could store stuff up here. This could technically be a 4th floor. Got some old doors up here. Got some old planks. You can see where the drop ceiling is, where they pulled out a lot of the stuff up here. But there's still some plaster and there's still some other things. Nice and big and open. The supports, there's some chimneys. There's another chimney. This is the roof over that big front room. There's the staircase that goes up to the roof, walkout. This cinder block here and more brick on top of that is actually the top of the elevator shaft. Let's go down over here. This is the other side of the top in the attic space. And again, more just big, open, empty space. And actually, I think I see a cutout down there where it looks like you can go to a separate part of the roof. Excuse me, I don't want to chance that falling through or anything. Well, there's some steel that helps support that part of the roof. Interesting. All right, so this is big and open and empty. Hi, Nova. We're definitely not going there. Come on. Let's walk back this way. Let's walk back this way. All right. So here's another part of the roof. This goes back over the middle of the house. All right, come on, Nova. We're going back downstairs. Come on, kiddo. You're not jumping. Come on. Nova. Nova. Come on, you. You just had to do the jump, huh? Just had to do the jump. All right, so we're going to close that attic space. And that is the front part of the house. So let's go down here. We're going to go down a floor. We'll see how my reception does. Like I said, as we get towards the middle of the house, there is a lot less reception, so I might drop my signal if I go towards the middle of the house too much. So just in case I lose you guys. All right, and an umbrella. I don't know where that umbrella came from. Interesting. Hi, Nova. All right. So this is one of the long hallways that goes to the back of the house. So let's go over to the back of the house. Here's a little side room. Here's some closets. Here, let's go over in here. Here's another side room. Again, like many of the rooms in this place, there's no bathroom. They're all very central bathrooms. So these are set up very much like dormitory style where you had your room and then your bathroom. And here's a long hallway. Again, one of the many always on lights. Let's see if I maintain my signal through here. This is where I'm probably going to drop you. But nope. Good. Here's another side room, very small. Another side room. Carpet in that one. Small bathroom, clawfoot tub, toilet, sink. Another side room, freshly sheetrocked. Another small room. This is all in the long hallway that goes to the back of the house. Now, the back of the house is where I would probably do apartments, and this is where we've been doing a lot more of the cleaning. So a lot of these are kind of empty. So you have a bathroom space in here. There you go. Come back in here, you got your shower, and you got your toilets. Now we're on the back part of the back part of the house. This is the part of the house that's above the dining hall. Have a large room. Another large room. Small room. Another very small room. Anything you smell, Nove? Got some old furniture again. Anybody interested in old furniture? We got it. We're moving it slowly but surely out of this place. Small rooms. As you can see up here, there was some water damage, but you can see the height of this. So they put a drop ceiling in. The drop ceiling is easily at 10 feet. And another 2 to 3 feet above that is the lap board for the plaster ceiling. Come back through here. We've got our emergency exit. These were some of the apartments that were set up. Small room, central bathroom, another room beyond. Again, they did the same thing over here, I think. Yep. Small room, central bathroom, another room beyond. These rooms are probably some of my favorite rooms. Not necessarily this one. This one only has a couple of windows in it, but it does have that bathroom that's attached. But this one is probably one of my favorite on the back side of the house. And you should see this during the day. During the day, this is fantastic because you have 4 huge windows on there and then another 3 windows there. This is like the perfect sunroom. You could have plants in here. You could have your chair set up. You could be painting and doing whatever else and have your dog in here laying and lounging, doing whatever they want. Very cool. All right, let's go to that other side of the hallway. So far, nothing too creepy, but I'm also not, hey, there's Aaron. Found it. All right. So here's the staircase up to the 3rd floor in the back of the house. I know, it's a fantastic room. This has been a good staging room for us on the back side of the house. There's a wonderfully big window that we can throw stuff out into the dumpster. So that's what we've been doing, is just dumping stuff. We got some storage underneath the staircase. Got a bunch of, these are some of our bigger rooms. And so these ones I think were made more for couples. When I took out the beds, there were double beds in a lot of these. This whole building is huge. There's so much potential here. I'm really excited about what can be. Again, another just larger room, but again, a lot of these places, no bathrooms in any of this. Hey, Liz is watching too. Another large room, 2 windows. As you can see, whenever we had that question of how many windows are in this place, you've noticed almost every room has about 1 or 2 windows. Some of them have as many as 7 windows. So when this place has 99 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms, you have to realize that there's going to be a lot of windows with it. Now again, like I said, you can see up there, this ceiling is 10 feet up. And another 2 to 3 feet above that is the lap board of the original ceiling. So these floors had somewhere between 12 and 13 foot ceilings. So it's fantastic. I'm not going to get lost. I've been in this building a number of times now. Nova, on the other hand, she might get lost, but I'm really loud and kind of obnoxious. So I imagine she'll find me. Nova, you hiding somewhere? Well, I don't hear the pitter patter of her feet, but also all the doors are open. All right, so we're going to go upstairs to the 3rd floor. Right after we go back here. So this is another back area. This is actually the 2nd floor over the kitchen. There's a little bathroom area. Another little bathroom area. Got your staircase. It goes down to the kitchen. And you got a couple nice big sitting rooms. And again, just nice big open rooms. There she is. Hi, Nova. Did you go downstairs? Hi. Okay. And you got this room that I think was there another spot for a bathtub. So this must have been the place to take baths. So 2 people could take a bath at once. So maybe it was a romantic bathroom. I'm not sure. But lots of light, looks right out the back of the house. All right. So we're going to go up to the 3rd floor in the back of the house. Like I said, the 2nd floor is continuous from front to back, so you can connect through there. But the 3rd floors are separate. So this is the back 3rd floor, and this is the area above the dining room and kitchen. Nova's coming up behind me. We're going. I'm glad so many people are interested. We've got like 20 some odd people watching this right now, and I've been going for about 45 minutes, so we're doing great. And I got plenty of battery life left. I came into this with a fresh battery. All right, so you got some storage up here. And you have a bunch of small rooms. Now, from what I've been told, you can see a lot of the wood and box springs and other things through here. We've been doing a little bit of work through here, trying to get the area cleaned up. This was kind of a central bathroom here. And then that was an emergency exit that goes over the roof of the top of the kitchen. You got another small room, and as you can tell, it's kind of a newish drop ceiling. So they were doing their best to kind of renovate this area prior to selling it. But they did alter it a little bit, so we're going to have to do our best to bring it back to what it was. Probably going to remove the drop ceiling carefully and see what we got above us, because I don't know how to get into the attic space on this side. Another steel box spring and a bed. Another steel box spring and a bed. Some old furniture that we got to carry out of here. We'll see. We got a Nova at the end of the hallway. Good. Another steel box spring, and hey, it's even got a cot below it for a child. So if you want a child to sleep under your bed. His ladder and his shop vac, and hey, there's another shop vac. Dad's been back here doing some work. You can always tell because the floors are swept, and I certainly don't sweep floors, or at least don't do a very good job doing it. There you go. Good. Some more rooms. These guys have all been cleaned up pretty good, so hopefully we get them that way. Dad's been working back here quite a bit. Dad has been opening this area back up, and so as you can see through here, oh, there we go. We got a little bit of a space where we can kind of poke our head through and see into a little bit of the attic space, but we can't see up into the attic space just yet. But that looks, I can see kind of up through those holes. That's a pretty big section up there, so there's a lot up there, and I'm not too excited about getting up there, but we'll see when the time comes. Dad's been opening this place up, and there was a false wall. If you take a look here on the floor, you can see the imprint of the wall that had been created, because what they did was they wanted to kind of make an emergency exit right here. And if you take a close look at it, all they did was chop a door and fit the space of what was once a window to make an emergency exit out this back side. Now, granted, that's not really going to do for my purposes when the time comes, but definitely something cool to note. You got some old door jambs, some closets. You got an old door, and it actually has glass in the door, which is sweet. Coming back through here, we got all our rooms. We got our long hallway. Got a dog that pops out of nowhere because she's a heck of a lot braver than I am. Why, hello, everybody. We got lots of people logged on now. This is cool. All right. So we keep going on this way. We got that central bathroom. Let's go check out the other side of this. All right. So, again, more rooms. And this probably was the area that was renovated most recently. This is where they still actively had people staying. So you had some central bathrooms, some toilets, old bathtub. They really like that style of bathtub in here, or at least they probably had plenty of them. Most of the stuff has been cleaned out of these rooms now. These rooms are all looking really good. Mom and Dad have been hard at work up here. Thanks, Mom and Dad. You know, we got a big work crew working here. You got my mom, you got my dad, you have Amanda, you have Annie, and you have myself. And when the time comes, when we start getting some more people up here, we're gonna get some parties up here. We're gonna see what we can do and have a little bit of fun having some people up here, eating some pizzas and carrying trash out. You got some more rooms back here. Oh, it was room 355 at one time. Nice big room, but again, like a lot of the rooms in this place, it was not made for people to have their own bathrooms. There was always a central bathroom. All right, so going over here, you got, again, this is a fire door. So what had happened was, to meet code, they decided to build an actual fire escape, and this is a professionally built fire escape. It is cinder blocks and everything else. And got some closets back here. Hopefully we don't find anything hanging back here. Nope, just a big empty closet. Let's check the other side and let's see what's going on over there. Nova, you don't need to check out that closet. See a light randomly sticking out of a tile. That does a lot of good. Let's go over here. You got another closet. Nothing over there. All right, come on, Nova. Hey, come on. There we go. All right, so we're not going to send Nova down the staircase, but as you can see, you got a cinder staircase that's probably creepy enough as is, but we're not going to go down there. Come on, Nova, we're not going down there. We're going the other way. Come on, we're going to go down to the kitchen, because we've had a request from Miss Tasha to see the kitchen at night. And we're going to go all the way back downstairs. All right. We're going to navigate through some of the mess through here. Right. And you can actually see over here, there was a door. They had made a fire door over here to separate the third floor back here. And that's the cool thing about this third floor in the back, is it is completely isolated to itself back here. So what ends up happening is that this back part of the house, I think, would make actually a wonderful place for battered women and children, and just, a safe place with only a single entrance in and out. I would probably do an entrance right here at the base of the stairs going back up in there. I think that would work out great because we could do something like a keypad or something like that. Nova, don't go too far. We're going down the back staircase. Nova, come on. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to go back down the back staircase, and we're going to pop out in the kitchen. So hopefully don't lose you here. We shall see. Back staircase goes down towards the kitchen. You coming, Nova? And here we are at the kitchen. So this is the main kitchen area. You can see some of the light coming in from out back. We have one of our pantries right here through this wall. But again, that wall was kind of put there secondarily. There's a staircase that goes downstairs to the fridge that is underneath. Here's the massive hood for where the kitchen stove used to be, where the ranges were and everything. So we still got the hookup for that, so we can definitely get that set up. Another wall that was put in just for making more storage in here. You've got the area over here, and then you've got some more storage in here, but all of these walls were kind of put in secondarily. So, when it comes time to redo the kitchen, we're probably just going to start knocking out all the walls and get a new layout for where the kitchen should be. Here's the dining hall. And so as you can see, our massive stacks of mattresses that are now up into the 60s, I believe. We've got some old glassware. We got some old cabinets and furniture and such, an old chair. There's the end of the hallway or dining hall. All of our fixtures. Got the Last Supper, of course. You don't have a good hallway unless you have a Last Supper. You got some more rusty old furniture. And you got this area back through here, and this is all the other side of the dining hall. Like I said, dining hall, now that I've been in it a couple times, I'd say the dining hall could hold easily 100 people, maybe 150. I'd always thought maybe closer to 200, but I think that'd be pretty tight. So I think maybe closer to about maybe 100, 150 could be in here. Well, let's see. Lots of people watching right now. You guys want to go down the basement underneath the kitchen? The basement underneath the kitchen. What area do I find to be the creepiest in the whole building? Honestly, it's probably the middle basement. So I'm getting ready to go down into the back basement. It's relatively small. It just has the fridge in it, and it has one of the coffins, and it has the storage room. So hopefully I don't lose you. I'm only on one bar right now, so if I lose you, I'll have to pop back up out of here. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe. All right, so I lost it by trying to go down into the basement of the kitchen, so I won't be able to do that. What I might have to do is I might actually have to do a video and then upload a video later. So I will go ahead and do that, but I'll make sure to keep it nice and creepy for you. Let's go ahead and close that door. All right. Yep, everybody wants to go in the basement. So the middle basement, actually, like I said, is probably the creepiest basement. And it's actually kind of odd because the middle basement really is best gotten into from the outside. But so you don't know that it's here. But so if you come over here, here is a small room, which I have no idea what this room is for. Tall room, tile floor. Dumbwaiter, so maybe this is where the food was in, or maybe they hung stuff in here. I don't really know. There is a staircase that goes upstairs through here on the other side of the dumbwaiter. You got some other stuff here. This is probably... Hi, Annie. You're watching on Mom's phone, huh? All right. This is probably one of my favorite rooms. This is the massive oven. And so big old oven. And so it's got 3 stations. So 1, 2, 3 on top. And down there is the firebox. And they converted it over to a gas oven. So it has gas burners on the inside of there. And it's got the pipe there to to vent it. So I think we could still get it to work. Here's that mixer, Tasha. This is a mixer that, honestly, I really wish Nova would just hop up into it, because she is a 40-pound dog, would easily fit inside of that thing. So this thing's way bigger than a 5-gallon bucket. This thing is a monster. Granted, I'd probably have to glass bead the dang thing and to get it operational again, but she's mounted fully in there, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so Nova, where'd you run to? There you are. All right, so I had showed you guys this before from the other side, of course. This is the little workshop room where we keep all the extra supplies. Here's a middle sitting room. And this is a nice big open area. I think they called this the chapel at one time. And Nova's got the itchies. And as you can see, the temperature variations have caused a lot of the paint in the ceiling to peel. So I think that's just from kind of the ups and downs. Nova, we're going this way. Come on, Nova. Nope, come on. We're going to go back over this way. So people are asking about the basement. And here's the interesting thing. The door to the dining room, you have to open it up, and then you have a basement door. This is probably the creepiest basement. This is the one that grabs my attention every time, just because, yeah, it's really creepy, huh, Nova? What do you think? You want to go down there? Let's go check it out. I'm going to see whether or not I can maintain signal. I can't guarantee that I'm maintain signal because I already lost in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a couple steps down here and see whether or not we disconnect. If we disconnect, I might just have to do a video later and then upload that video. All right. Oops, excuse me, Nova. Coming through here. All right, where are we at? Doorway. Big open area. Good. I still have one bar here, which is always nice. Good. All right. So I kind of talked about it before for those people who had asked. This is the tank for the water. So this used to be the hot water tank for the entire building. And so I think it was hooked into the boilers, and they just had the steam water go through it. And that's where we used to have our water. Door that goes outside. I think it's got another door over there to go on the other side of the house, but it's been blocked off at some point. No, but we're not going back upstairs. Come on, we're going this way. All right, so now we're going underneath the dining room area. And this area has had a lot of plumbing in it, a lot of open area. Kind of comes up. So you can see some homemade doors and stuff through here and some painting that's been done. Yeah, Nova wants to check out a room. Let's check out a room, huh, Nova? So this is one of the rooms down here. This actually, if you take a look at it, this has all the water pipes and stuff in it. And actually, this is where a lot of the work had been done recently to try and get it up to code for water. I think there was actually planned showers down here, because this used to be the workout area. This is where the kids or people used to come down to work out. So this is where there were lockers, and yeah, here we go. We had the area where there was going to be toilets and other things. And so granted, some of it's all just cobwebs and tools. All right, let's go over this way. This is the area that I kind of call the workshop. And so this is a nice big open area. You actually have, if you can see this right here, this is an old pool table. And this is actually the slate of a pool table. It just hasn't been rebuilt. And then so here's a nice big open shop area. Oh, come on, Cheryl. You know you like it, because it is not very well weather sealed. I have not opened up all the dumbwaiters yet, so we're definitely going to take time to look into all those. We got some storage. We got some other areas down here. They attempted to kind of put stuff up to kind of cover the ceiling and make this more of a space that was insulated, but had not worked fully. Here's another little storage room down here. And there's a door that goes outside, and I don't know where that guy goes. Oh, I know what this is. So I can see the cinder block in here. This is the bottom of the fire escape. It does have that old basement smell. It definitely does. And I definitely am now covered in cobwebs, and that always creeps me out. Aaron did get on. He was on there earlier. I'm not sure if he still is. But I did see that. All right, let's walk on the other side. Nova, are you down here still? You got to be somewhere, huh? All right. Well, let's walk over and check out the other side. We're going to check out the other side down here. Nova, what do you think, huh? Here's another area. Nova, don't go upstairs yet. You wuss. All right, so here's another area. This area had been set up as again, like I said, this was supposed to be a locker room. And so what you have in here is you have your main area, and then they had created an area back here where they were going to do showers. And so you had your locker room with showers, and I think they were probably going to have a boys and a girls locker room. So, granted, a lot more stuff has gone in here since then, and they have not been doing that. There's Aaron. You stayed on. Good. All right, go over in here. We have, hey, yeah, check it out. So we got some old wooden folding chairs, but these aren't just any wooden folding chairs. These are quad chairs. So, and also some bathroom spaces and things like that. But yeah, Nova's already out of the basement. I think she's upstairs. So, all right. So here is the other part of the basement. And this is actually the area that I thought was probably the workout area. Now, granted, there's sawhorses and there's a lot of extra like insulation and stuff and pipe, some chairs, some paint. You got your water heater. You got some other things. But yeah, you also have this, which is a speed bag platform, which I thought was awesome because, somebody was down here boxing. There's actually two identical speed bag platforms that somebody was using at one time, which I think is totally cool. You have the door back here. This is actually probably the easiest way in and out of the basement is through this back door. And this back door has a padlock on the back of it because the door itself doesn't shut anymore. So I don't have the key to that padlock. People have come up and broken these windows a number of times, and so we need to try and reinforce these windows as best as possible. But we got lots of windows and stuff down here. It is not crime scene tape. It is just regular old plastic. And now I got to go find my dog because apparently Nova has abandoned me down here. Thank you, Nova. You're supposed to be my protector. Let's go ahead and walk back here. And actually, so that this is also one of the cool things too. As you can see right here, this is a fire hose. So I guess to make code, they actually they just had fire hoses on each floor to be able to put out the fire instead of having a sprinkler system. And there's your hookup for the fire hose. So I guess that works. I don't know. It probably won't meet code when the time comes, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, let's head back down in this part of the basement. And this is just kind of a big empty room. Probably a good area for some storage and stuff. Again, here is the water. This was the water storage tank. Let's see if I can get in here and see if I don't lose signal. I don't think there's a door over here, but there might have been at one time. No, that's solid foundation. This door right here actually goes outside, does not go into the other part of the house. So this actually is a fully separate middle basement. And then here is our staircase that goes back up into the dining area. So let's head back up that way. Nova has abandoned me, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and close this door behind me. Oh, is that so, Nova? You're laying on the mattresses. You're such a wuss. It's okay. I know. It's scary in here at night, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So. Good girl, Nova. Good girl. I know. You got your tail wagging. You're happy to be on a mattress. All right. So I'm going to walk back up towards the front. Nova and I are going to grab some water. And I actually made it over an hour with that one. So, heading up towards the front, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I will pop back on around probably 11 o'clock. And if you guys want me to take a walk outside maybe, or maybe check out the basement again, we know that the two big basements, I can at least get signal enough that I don't lose you. And we're going strong. Here, back to my area. Got my bag, got my flashlights, got my guitar, my other things. There you go. I'm going to flip it around on myself here. That's really bright. Hold on a second. Nope. It's even worse. That's miserable. How about a red light? Nice, right? All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try and not blind myself with this red light, is that we're going to get comfy. We're going to do a little bit of work around the house. What I've been doing is just hauling some stuff downstairs. So I'll be here working, and I will probably pop on again, let's say about 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that. Have I gathered any stories from the past? Oh, yeah, let's go ahead, William. I'll share some stories. Oh, so interesting stories about the place. You guys had seen, I had posted about the fountain. Actually, from what I was told back in the day, I do not know the year. But there was a child that had died in the fountain out front. And so that's actually when they stopped having it as a fountain. They filled it in with dirt and they planted it. But I think that has been a very long time ago, and even so long ago that they've even cut the water off that used to go out there. So I don't think there's any more water going out there. So that's definitely part of the history of it, is that. Another thing that I think is really cool, they used to do what was called the ox roast here in Elkins. And what the ox roast was the family reunion. It was the family reunion for all the orphans that used to live here. And so the orphans could come back, and the orphans, I know the red does make it a little bit scary, doesn't it? But the orphans could come back as adults or whenever, and they had this huge ox roast where they dug pits out in the front yard, and they used to actually do like the old school ox roast where they'd roast a bunch of meat and have a huge party here where everybody could come back because everybody was family. You know, you grew up here, this was your family. And so a lot of people came back for that, and even so much so that one of the lawyers for Vandalia Health, his father, I guess, used to know, or yeah, I think it was like a family friend that was an orphan here that grew up, and he remembered coming back here when he was a young man and coming to the ox roast, and I think that would be something really cool. To get back and do it again down the road. I think it'd just be fantastic to reignite some of that history. I think it's just such an awesome idea. Other interesting ones, I actually read through one of the, I think 1985, they had applied for historic status for this building, but never actually went through with it. The historic status did say the highest point of the building used to be a clock tower, and I think that would be totally awesome, and I think that'd be really cool to get back and have a clock tower again, or something, something that would kind of harken back to that time. I think that'd be totally cool, and so those are some of the stories that I've heard so far. I mean, granted, I'm probably going to get a lot more stories, and we'll just kind of take it one story at a time, one day at a time. I had a lot of fun walking around. Like I said, I'm going to pop off here, grab some coffee, going to get back to work. I think Nova is probably going to go to sleep on her bed. You can't really see her. There she is. She's fully asleep on the bed. So Nova's tuckered. And I am heavily caffeinated. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you again around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Let's just set it in stone. We're going to say 11 o'clock. I'll put a post on there saying 11 o'clock. And we will see you back. Yeah, clock tower would be awesome, right? I think it'd be cool. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. See you later.